January 28th, 2026. And I just want to welcome everybody for coming out today, and people who might be watching this on recordings later on YouTube. Thanks for checking us out, and hopefully you find something helpful in here for you today. I checked, and we don't have any specific questions. Demonstrations people wanted this time around, but I am going to go ahead and go through, some basics for you, and just to see how you can use Voyago Sites to the best of your ability. So what is Voyago Sites real quickly? It is it's like do it yourself, but with help, with our guidance. We don't leave you hanging. It gives you the confidence of a custom design without the custom price tag. That's one of the things we really want to put out there. Suitcase Designs, we're the team behind Voyago Sites. I'm the CEO of Suitcase Designs, founder of it, and also founder of Voyago Sites. And we want to help you really, look your best online, look first class, like we say here. And it's really easy to do. All you've got to do is really, jump in. It's built for you. Here we go. It's $35 per month billed yearly, or $39 per month billed monthly. You really could launch in a weekend, launch in hours, not weeks. You've just got to be able to have the time put aside, sit down, put in your colors, your fonts, your photographs, and what you really want to say. You want to think about what you want to say on your website, and we give you the help. We give you the prompts. We tell you what goes in each section. So you don't have to just, guess it. We even give you AI prompts so you can help ChatGPT or something like that, help you write it along the way. So to start, just get my Voyago site. And you'll go to this registration page, and you'll want to pick one of these 3 templates. So if we go ahead and view those templates, these are already mobile optimized. They're responsive for every screen size. We want you to be able to look your best all the time. And as you can see, all the sections are laid out, animations are built in. Really just, it's a matter of filling in your text, and we tell you what you should be writing there. Like, in your hero section, you should be writing a, benefit for the client, what they get out of your service, what clients you serve, and what type of travel service, what type of travel you promote, and then how they can get that service, schedule your consultation, for example. We've got, these 3 different templates, and you can customize them, make them yours. We really want you to, go through here and make it work for you. And this is actually one of our most popular, I think, this luxury jet setter one. A lot of people seem to like this one. And they're all set up, ready to go, fill out your about page. If you've got a team, you got a section for that as well. A services page. And a blog setup. So you can blog, you can, reach the world, really. We want you to be able to have every option that you at your fingertips. But we don't want to make it overwhelming for you. So you choose the template you want, say use that template. So we've selected, we're selecting the luxury jet setter one. So see it's selected. Then you choose yearly or monthly. So $39 a month or $35 a month. Billed yearly is $420. And you make sure this has a blue line around that box, because that puts it into your invoice here. And then when you check out, that actually takes you to Stripe checkout. So, it's secure, it's through Stripe, and then it'll redirect you back to here. What it does is it'll send you an email telling you thanks for your purchase. We're building your site. We're provisioning the template site for you. And then you'll get another email about 5 minutes later when that template site is ready to log in. And you'll use the login, the username and password you use here that you establish here. You give it a site title while you're doing this too. So Justin's Travel. So now my URL is going to be justinstravel.voyagosites.com. That's temporary. I mean, you can use that if you want to, but you can also get a custom domain. So I could go get justinstravel.com, and we have instructions for how to set that up with our help to use that as your main domain for your Voyago site. So you don't have Voyago sites in the domain name. So that's something that a lot of people take advantage of. So we're going to go ahead and go to a template here, one I've been working on, moonshottravel.voyagosites.com. And you can see that, we've just kind of been playing around with it a little bit, doing some different designs. So I'm going to do my login. All right. So when you come to your dashboard, you're going to be able to see your account summary, what plan you're subscribed to, how much of the disk space you have used. We don't have quotas on pages and media and things like that, like where we're going to limit you there, but you do have a set amount of disk space. So 1,000 megabytes, that's 1 gig. You can see I've only used maybe 20% of that. Right here in this blue box, links to our help library and to our support tickets. So if you click a support ticket there, you're in our support portal and say, I want to create a ticket, tell us what it's about, say images. It gives you some suggested articles. And what these are is perhaps your problem is in one of those articles and you just read it right out of the help library and get help quickly. If not, put the ticket details in there, maybe add a screenshot if you have a screenshot of your problem, and then set the priority. Is your site down? That's critical. Is it normal or medium? Let us know, and we will triage those and get back to you as soon as possible. And you'll be able to see the status of your tickets here. So in your support portal, when you click that submit a ticket area. Also, that help library and submit a ticket is up in the top header here, that orange button. So let's go to the help library. And this really shows you a lot of stuff on step-by-step, how to access your site for the first time. You're going to have your welcome email. You're going to log into your dashboard, explore your site, bookmark your login page, because you want to make sure you have that bookmarked for yourself. And if you've ever forgotten your password, click and enter your email address, reset link will be sent to you automatically. Okay. Oh, I've got someone who's just messaged me trying to join this. I'm going to send them a link to it. So Sabrina, you might be watching this later, but I am getting you the link to our office hours so you can join. All right. So let's get that link. Thanks for bearing with me. Might have to edit this out of the feed later. Oh, I see the problem, I think. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this link to share. And we'll take care of that real quickly. All right. right. I think that's working. Sabrina, is that you out there? You can drop a comment in the chat. Just let me know it worked for you. Yes, excellent. Okay. We're in business. Let me close some other windows here. So basically, I was just kind of showing the help library. No problem. I'm glad you messaged. Also, I think I need to fix the link on that invite on Facebook. It looks like. So that's something I'm going to take care of. Thank you for letting me know it wasn't working for you. Guess the question I have, is there anything you'd like me to demonstrate for you today, Sabrina? Just jumped off the Wander Beyond Alaska. Yes. Are you going to that? That's going to be an amazing retreat, I think. Well, hopefully he goes along with it, because that's one of those bucket list type of trips, is from what I hear. I don't think we're going to be on it this time either, but let's see here. But is there anything I could show you on here? We could even bring up your website if you'd like me to. Yeah, I'll be at the virtual retreat. I will be the Wander Beyond virtual retreat coming up in March. I'll be presenting a couple of things. I think I'll be on a panel too. So I've got a couple of classes, and then I got a panel, I think. Oh, excellent. Okay, we'll do that. Let me log out of Moonshot Travel there and go back to Voyago Sites. And Wonder Spark Travel. This is yours, correct? Yep. All right. And so you want to know how to do the blog. So you want to know how to make blog posts or edit this page? Both. Okay. So I'm going to first go back to your dashboard, just so everybody else kind of sees the process. Go to Pages on the left-hand side, and Blog, hover over that and click Edit with Elementor. And now we have the blog page in the editor. So one of the things here, I think this is hard to read, right? The yellow on white, white on yellow. If you hover over this, hover over this area of cards, you'll see this pink pencil. You click on that, and that gives you the edit posts window over here to the left. So under style, if we go to box first, we can see the background color is yellow. If we change that accent color to maybe the purple, now it's really legible. Is that what you were looking for? That's perfect. Okay, we can publish that and save that real quick. If you want to edit this image up here, changing the content of the blog. Okay, we'll show you that here in a second too. Do you know how to edit this image up here, the background image? You just click on these three dots. That container has style, and that background image, you can choose a different image for that, so you don't have the Tower of Terror. Okay, perfect. You have that. Okay, so we're going to go back, click the E up in the top left-hand corner, and exit to WordPress. And where it says posts, so click on posts. This is our blog post area. So any content you want to do, you do here. So if you want to edit the post that's already there, that's a Hello World post. You click edit, and this is the text in the post. So let me have I'm gonna have ChatGPT just write us a blog real quickly, just so I can show you pasting it in. Right. And then bring up this as well so you can see the Yoast SEO, this bottom part, drag that up. Talks about key phrase, meta description. Can I make something in Canva and paste it in, or full text would be better because it's able to be read by Google and indexed that way. I've seen people try and do Canva design and the PDF. The PDF isn't readable in the same way for your SEO. So, excuse me. So I'm just going to paste in here what ChatGPT just gave me. Oops. Take out their title. Control Z. Okay. I'm going to delete their content. Okay. So this would be like a blank post. Yes, you can add pics to the blogs here. So ChatGPT is not helping me out here. That actually feels like a vacation. So I don't know what it was doing with that heading. That usually doesn't happen. So get rid of that. Okay. So paste it in and look like this, just the text like that. Call to action, you want to put maybe a link here. But we're not going to start with that. You want to add pictures to your blogs. So first you want to add the featured image. So over here on the right-hand side, it says post and set featured image. Click on that. And if you have your own, you can upload them. If you want to use our stock photo area, click on instant images and you can choose from one of these stock photo websites. And let's just say, let's see, family vacation. So we're just going to take one of these and look, kids on the beach there or whatever, or family on the beach, right on overlooking the water. Set that as your featured image. And now that's your featured image there. So that'll be the main image on the blog. So let's say you want to talk about, okay, we've got all-inclusive resorts here and we want to add an image. Hover over this area between the paragraph and the header, or right after the paragraph. See how it adds that plus stuff? Click plus for add block, add an image. And we'll do the same thing here again. I'm just going to go get a stock image. Find a resort photo. Like, select that and see how it'll drop the photo right into your blog. Perfect. And so we're going to save this so we can go look at what it looks like on the actual blog page, when it's been printed real quick. So we're going to view post. And so the ultimate family vacation actually feels like a vacation. It's got the picture in there. This is using that photo there looks a little, I'm going to go to the blog post template and see if I can edit this for you, because that photo shouldn't be, it should be like this. Yeah. So let's take a look at it. I'm going to fix this here. Publish that. Now let's view. Let me see here. Box style, featured image, cover. Okay, I know what we need to do. We need to go to preview, go back in through like we were looking at the blog post. Okay, so we need to edit this card because you can see that text is too big on the card. But, well, it's still off center there. Why is that off center? Default. Publish. Blog. That's bothering me. That shouldn't be off center. I'll figure that out for you, Sabrina. It should look like this. You're welcome. So you can see the font in here right now. You can set the font that's being used in your blog template if you're editing the blog post template. So not the blog, but the blog post template. This font is a little hard to read. Let me see what we've got here. That is the text. Okay. It might just be because I think in the blog post, this is something I want to tell everybody. In a blog post that has bullet points right here like this, that's what it's getting me. Is see how that doesn't have any space here? You're going to need to add an extra space in your text right here. So it'll have that blank type to choose a block. You want that in there. If it's got bullet points, you want that after there. So you want to do that there, and you want to do that here, and save it. And that is going to, after we refresh this, that is going to give you that space and breathing room between that paragraph and those bullet points. So think about that if you've got bullet points in your blog. But we want to go back to that blog page real quickly. We talked about this has got to be, that's too big. So we'll edit, if I'm looking at the page like this and I'm not in the editor yet, you've got edit with Elementor at the top. You can click it there. It'll take you straight into the editor for that page. And so we're going to edit the posts again. And we want to go to style. That's where all the kind of different, fonts and colors and everything like that is, and go to content. So our title, secondary, let's bring that back down to something a little smaller. That looks a little better. Right now, the excerpt is everything. So we're going to go back to edit this post. We don't have an excerpt here. So I'm just going to give it like, this first little bit of text from the first paragraph or something. So add an excerpt, save that. Okay, and now when we preview this, it should have the shorter excerpt. So it does have a shorter one there now. Might even go shorter than that. You can limit the number of words there under this area here. So if we go back to content, scroll down, and excerpt length, 100 words, let's say 25. Start bringing it back down, or even 10. Apply to custom excerpt. That's what I'm looking for. So see, you can have it shortened like that. So depending on how long you want your cards to be there, say 50. That looks pretty good. Other things you can do here. So right now it's set to 3 columns. You can set this to 2 columns. Should I have chat create a different description there? Yeah, you definitely can, just to get somebody hooked on clicking on it. And then you'll publish this. Always publish your changes once you're done. But yeah, you can have ChatGPT do a separate description. Okay, a separate description there in that excerpt area, just to kind of be clickable to help them bring it in. Something else you want ChatGPT to do, this Yoast SEO area down here. So you want to, ask it for a focus key phrase and a meta description and an SEO title. So I'm going to tell you what these, okay. All right, so we're going to try and rank for family vacation planning. So your key phrase goes here. So I already said we turned from red to orange, so that's good. SEO title, it's going to give us something Google friendly. And so that goes in this area where it says SEO title. And then a meta description is what people see when they search. So you can see that this description here is now what the description here in the search area right here. The search result, that's what people will see in the search result. And it's not so much for SEO there as it makes it clickable. People, they want to learn more about that. So that brought your SEO to green. So your readability analysis is good. Your SEO analysis is good. Orange is good too. Orange is okay. Red means we need work. Should I be doing that for all the pages? I noticed that when I was playing around and it's all showing. Yes, I would do that for all the pages. So after you've gotten what you want, the copy you want on the page, let's jump out here. So that shows green here too for that analysis. Go back to pages and you start out with red, obviously. You don't have to worry about doing it for your privacy policies and things like that. You can, but it's not really something people are going to be searching for. You want to rank for your homepage. So you go to the edit part, not edit with Elementor. When we're doing SEO, we're going to go to edit. And that's where you see the key phrase, SEO title, and meta description. So if we went back to your homepage, I'm going to go look at it. I'm going to view that. Okay, so you've got quite a bit written out already. Excellent. You're doing a lot of work. Good job. And I can show you how to hide these other testimonials if you're not ready to put that many in there as well. All right. So I'm going to just take this. I'm going to put it into ChatGPT. I'm going to have it analyze your page. Give me the same SEO stuff for this web page. So what's going to happen is ChatGPT is going to look at this web page for you, what you've already written on there, and it's going to help you. We're going to go back out to the edit area. Whoops. Yep, there we are. So a focus key phrase for you again would be family vacation planning here. A good SEO title. Instead of home WonderSpark travel, family vacation planning WonderSpark travel, and meta description. And so that's brought you to green on the SEO, and your readability is okay. You can go through here and look at tips. It'll tell you maybe you need some more subheadings or something or transition words, but these aren't deal breakers. You want to at least be okay, and your SEO analysis is really good here. With those additions. So I'll save that for you real quickly. And that's based on the text you've already written on the page. So it's really trying to align that with what you're ranking for or looking to rank for. Google helps Google align those things. If we go back to your homepage, did you want to hide those two testimonials that were still blank? So if we go to these two testimonials, click on this container. Oh, you have one you need to post? We'll just hide one then for you. Yes. So click on this container. This container here in the dropdown, you can see it holds everything inside this. So that outline, everything inside that outline is held in there. Go to advanced on the edit container, scroll down to responsive, and then hide on desktop, hide on tablet, hide on mobile. We're going to publish that, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we preview it. So you can see it here grayed out in the editor view, but when we go to preview the page, let's see what it looks like. Your testimonials are now, it made it 2 columns instead of the 3 columns. So now you can add this other testimonial you're missing here, and it'll be good to go there. Your process section. So these colors are kind of not going to, that's not legible very well. So you're going to want to change that yellow. So if you click on the heading there, and this one is under advanced background, we're just going to change that to a darker color so people can read it for you. And then I'm going to copy, I'm going to paste the style and paste the style, because those are all three the same kind of things. I can paste the style really easily like that. Another thing I'd look at is here. The style is currently set to block headings. I'd set that to, well, text is probably maybe small headings. That looks a little better. And this is just, depends on, what people write in there. So if you go to click on the box and choose a typography, you can set it to the different headings you have. So now it's a little easier to read. How's that look? You would have done that the hard way. And same with this learn more button. We'll click on that, go to style, and make the text color your white. And the hover color also white, and that works really good. You're getting the full service here today. The only other thing I'd look at changing is this purple and this purple, is maybe changing that to white as well, so it stands out a little bit better. So you click on the pencil, go to style of edit heading, and you choose a text color. And you can do that for this as well on the FAQs. Click the pencil, go to style, and the header and the content. So your header, choose a color. Right now it's default, it's black. You can choose that to be white, and it pops more. And you can see, what highlighted in black when they change it. Click it down and you can read all those. You've done a really good job here, Sabrina. Like, does the logo at the top need to be a little bigger? Or is that good? The purple too much? The purple is not too much. Actually, the logo, the header, there's something I do with this logo here. It looks like it's a square logo. I would actually crop it. So what we're going to do is going to exit here. We're going to exit to WordPress. Go to your media. Find your logo. Let's see here. White logo, no background. Let's view that. Oh, that's the old logo. We get rid of that. Did I skip over it real quick? There they are. Okay, so that's a site icon. And then this one is set as your logo. We want to edit this. And right now it is a square. So what we can do is edit image here. And so it's already been optimized. So what we want to do is, see, it gives you this warning. It's been optimized. So it says restore the image first, then crop it, then re-optimize it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go backwards real quickly. Transparent logo, restore backup. Okay. And now we're going to edit this. Edit image. I'm going to crop it, because what we want to do is we want to make it more of a rectangle. Apply that crop. Let me see there. Okay. Save the edits. And then we can go back over here where it says optimize now. We're going to optimize it. So what that does is it compresses it. So you can see that's optimizing up here. I'm just going to wait a second for that to happen. So that compresses it without losing any of the image resolution. It makes the file smaller though. So now we're going to go back to visit your site. Now your header is a little bit smaller. This fits better. And I think it looks great that way. What do you think? That's why we do these, so we can walk through all the demonstrations too. You know, you're helping everybody else out here. You know, you've done a lot of work kind of getting it all ready. And that's something I've seen a lot actually is people will have a square logo file. And so it makes the header kind of large instead of a horizontal logo file. So we can crop those. You can crop it right in here. You can crop it in Canva just to make it more horizontal, and it'll fit the header a little better so that doesn't take up too much screen space. On your about page, certifications area. Let me tell you about that. So I'm going to click on this. Do you have any certifications or anything like that you want to include in here, Sabrina? Yes, that's where I would put logos for COV and vendors. Click on the pencil here. See, there's a second. So that you have the header here, which you can write whatever you want to call it. You know, you just write certifications or trained for expertise. Invested in my expertise or something like that. You know, whatever you'd like there for your header. But this second one right here, it's not, you can't see it, but you click on it here, and it's got 7 images selected that don't exist in there. It's a gallery carousel. So let's click on that. So there's nothing in the gallery right now. You can add to the gallery. You can add from your media library, which is you upload your logos for the vendors and stuff. So like, let me upload COV. I've got one of those. Where did I hide those? So I'm going to add that to the gallery. Disney, Universal. I'm going to add Disney and Universal too real quickly because I have those. Just so you can see what it looks like in the actual carousel thing there. Grab you, open those. And so now they're all checked. Those 3 are all check marked. Those are going to be added to my gallery. You click the add to gallery button down the right-hand corner. So you've got those. You can rearrange them if you want. Insert the gallery. And now, well, it's repeating them. So because I've only got 3 in there. So let's say 3, 3 to show instead of 6. And it'll scroll through these automatically. It's already set up to scroll. So as you add more, there's this slides to show setting here. You can say you want 6 across at a time. Yes, if you're a CLIA member, anything like that, IATA, ARC, whatever, I would add those in there. The special needs logo, like if you're certified in that travel, I'd put that logo in here for sure. And then these will just keep scrolling on by. So you can set that to however many. The default is 6. So if you've got others to upload, you'll click on this pink pencil. Over here where it says 3 images selected, you'll click on the pencil in there, and that's where you can edit the gallery, add to the gallery, upload your files, select them here, and then you'll be able to add those to the gallery as well. And I'll publish that for you to save those since they're already in there. Is there a limit for those? I really don't think there is. I haven't hit it yet. We put quite a few in one of these before. Let's see here. And then this one here, featured in award certification. You don't need to double this if you got it up here. We can delete this section or hide it. If you click on the arrow or the pencil, go to advanced on that icon list and responsive, hide the team as well. And we'll hide those. On the team, you ever expect to have a team, or are you going to keep it just you? eventually. Okay, so we'll hide it. We'll click on the three dots. That's the whole container. This pink tab up here, the three dots or six dots. Go to advanced, responsive, hide, publish. Now that won't show up when it's on the live site, but you'll be able to see the grayed out area. So you have that for future ability to take care of. So like if I just show you, that's what your site looks like right now on your about page. Instead of those. Should I be talking as a we since I wanted to? I'd keep it in single person right now. Make it personal like that. And then as you grow a team, make it we. Because this is, very built around you and your personality. So I'd keep it that way. Let's check have you worked on your services page already? Great, yes. Perfect. And then we're gonna, the same process section, we're gonna change this again, these colors, just because I want you to be able to have that legible for, so that's background on these three. Then we're gonna copy, paste style, and then you've got the featured awards and certifications here. So instead of uploading the whole thing again, there's something you could do here. We're going to go into your about page. I'm going to do a copy and paste for you. We're going to edit with Elementor on the about page. And we're editing on the services page. So I've got two editor windows open. Leave that page. Okay, two editor windows open. I'm going to click on the six dots, drop down and copy. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to add a section and paste. And now I've brought in your award certifications over here. Just so it's set up, you can definitely do this one by one, like go in here, add to the gallery, go into the other one, add to the gallery, or you can copy it over, which again, I can do a demonstration again for you. You six dots, right click, choose copy, and then the plus button on the page you want to paste it, and then paste right in that area, and there it is. So hope that's helping. And I'm going to publish that for you. Keep it. Excellent. So yeah, you're pretty well set up. You're looking great. Let me exit back to WordPress here. All right. I'm rolling up to the end though. You have any other questions I can look at for you? In the footer, the paragraph, would you shorten it or keep it? Let's go look at the footer real quick. Okay, I think I would keep that. And what I would do there is, do you have a Google Business Profile? Not yet. Oh yeah, Google's fun like that. When you get it verified, you will someday. When you get it verified, you'll want to make this paragraph match the description you put in your Google Business Profile. Ooh, this one, Your Business 2026. We're going to edit that too real quick. So we go to edit with Elementor and choose the footer. So we're going to click the pencil. And yeah, this is a little harder. So it says title, current date and time here. Let's click on that and then click advanced. I'm not sure if I put this in the help library or not. So I'll have to go check on that. Wonder Spark Travel LLC. Now it's gonna, when it's 2027, that'll automatically update that for 2027. So it'll keep going year after year. Exit back to WordPress. Are you using the legal pages? Okay, I can show you how to walk through those as well when you're ready. I did that in another office hours, but I can't remember which one. So that's something. If you're getting those, are you getting them from Travel Industry Solutions, or are you having them written up by a different lawyer? InfoLaw. Okay, so all you'll do there is, let's say, edit with Elementor on the terms and conditions. And this area here, it's just a text box. You'll copy and paste your terms and conditions right into it, and then publish. And one other thing is, exit back to WordPress. Yes, I want to leave. So if you don't use all these pages, go to quick edit and says status published, put it back in a draft, update, and that'll take it off. And also it should take it, we're going to go look at the menu. We need to take it off this menu as well when you don't want it. So we're going to go back to the dashboard. Under appearance, that's where our menus are. Click on menu, choose legal. So it's already, legal's already selected here. And see, that's a draft page. So we just remove it. Need to link a booking form eventually. Is there a way to make a pop-up for a lead magnet? Depending on who you use for your lead magnet, there's always a way to make a pop-up. Yes. Are you using like MailerLite or someone like that because they have codes we can put in that causes them to have a pop-up? It all depends on that, really, what tool you're using for your email marketing. MailerLite. Okay. MailerLite does have a code where you can say you build the lead magnet pop up there, and there's a code we'll put in here under Elementor custom code, and then we'd add custom code in there when you have it. So when you have that, that's something you can, let me know, and we can do that as a walkthrough on here too. So it's recorded for everybody. What was the other one? Booking forms. So right now, if you go to schedule your consultation, it takes you to this page. This form, it'll send you an email, and it will also log it in the dashboard under Fluent Forms. You'll be able to see all the entries here. So it'll tell you what they entered and what, like, we view this. So this is a contact form. You've already entered it once. You tested it. So it should have sent you an email, I hope. And you'll be able to see it in here, see it in your email. If you're going to use a booking tool like Calendly or something, are you going to be using anything like that? Or Turn? Or to have you fully build and handle everything, does that a lot of this transfer? We can definitely transfer everything you'd like to transfer. Yes. And then we'd also custom build, the site as well as far as the design goes. But yeah, we'd be able to take the information from here to there. You'll have Turn or Microsoft, haven't decided yet. From my experience, if you go with Turn, if you have both, go with the Turn scheduler. Because I've seen people have a lot more problems with Microsoft booking straight up. Ourselves included. We used to use Microsoft, and now we switched to Google. And we've just had more, is more user-friendly for a lot of people, I think, because they've grown up on Google, and Microsoft, it seemed more corporate history for me. But either one of those schedulers can work. And we can hook them up to show you how to hook them up to the buttons. Yeah, Microsoft's great in the corporate setting, but I feel like it's overkill for smaller businesses right now. And that's someone who used Microsoft for the first year of our business, and then we switched to Google. Yeah, you gotta make the decision to cancel one of them, definitely, sooner rather than later, because you don't want to keep paying for the Microsoft license forever. they lock you in for a while, I think sometimes. By Friday. Yeah. So, okay, definitely make that decision soon. You don't want to get locked in for that year. We were, and we had to wait it out. We actually ended up switching earlier than our year was up. So we paid for both for a while, side by side, because we wanted to get off it early. So if you don't like it, make sure you don't get locked in. You have the domain wondersparktravel.com, right? So yeah, if you're wanting to launch by February 1st, you can get that underway too. You click add domain here and it spins a second. And it gives you the instructions for what to put in your A value for GoDaddy and your CNAME record. And then you let us know, and we have some stuff on our side we do for you to make it propagate. I think the site is great. I think what you're going to want to do, though, is the legal forms are definitely, we need to have those in there or hide the menu, one or the other, before you go live, because you don't want those links just to go to nowhere right now. And again, you can hide the menu by going to, it will likely be with taxes soon. Okay. So if you go here, we're going to edit that footer again where that menu is. So click on the pencil that covers the whole menu, go to advanced, responsive. We're just going to hide that menu for now. Publish. And then, yeah, I think you are ready to go as far as it goes right now, because people can request a trip through that trip request form. How do you link the socials? Okay, so click the pencil here. You've got Facebook and you've got YouTube. So click on the social over here, Facebook, put your link right here. It says type or paste in your URL, and that's where you'll link it. Same with YouTube. Click on YouTube and then paste in the YouTube URL to your page. Yep. So if you want to add Instagram, let's add it. Pick the icon, click icon library. We need Instagram. There it is. Insert that. So now you've got Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Do you have any others? Pinterest, Threads, TikTok. So add an item, icon library. Now I thought TikTok was in here. Did I spell it? Okay, TikTok used to be in here. I wonder if they took it out. I'm not missing it, am I? I don't. I'll see if I can get you an icon for TikTok. Because there should be one in there. Okay. Yeah, as soon as I can find one and get one in there, we can upload it there for you, because I'm not sure why it's not in there. It's confusing for me. I thought it was. But same process. You open that up, type the link in right there, and then publish, and all those will be connected. You can test them out. They'll go out to your social pages. All right. Let me go back out here. All right. What do you think? Put info on fees on there. I think it's great too. And fees, I think I would, is like, at least in your FAQs, maybe just touch on it. Like if you're charging fees, it's always, you don't have to tell them the exact number. I think it is great. Oh, the exclamation point. Yes. You don't have to tell them the exact number you charge, because that gives you a little leeway on flexibility. for complicated, how complicated the trip is. But to let them know that you do charge a fee is probably pretty safe to, filter out a few tire kickers and stuff. And then you tell them the benefit of the fee in that FAQ, your expertise and things like that. You want to know they want to know the value they get out of that, really. Yeah, we can actually, so let me go to that page real quick, the home page, edit with Elementor. And I'll show you how to add another FAQ. So let's scroll down to the FAQ section. Here we go. So pencil brings up the edit accordion. All you have to do is add an item. And then you fill that in. Actually, I wouldn't even add an item. I X that, copy an item. Because what you want to do is you're going to copy the item. You're going to copy everything in its container too. So if I copy that and then say, this is going to be my fees. Now, if I look at that drop down, it's already got something in there. So I can type in there, fees. Only thing I've seen change is this plus button here. Click over here. And over here, it's got this little pencil or the icon light. Click that again, insert, and now it changed back to what it's supposed to be, this drop down. But now you can just use this to put in the fees FAQ. Perfect. Okay. All right. Looks like I've got to wrap it up, though. I hope I helped you. Excellent. Good. You're very welcome. And thank you for coming out today, Sabrina. I hope everybody else who watches this later gets a lot out of it and sees a lot of, things that we walk through. And, have a wonderful day. And I will catch you guys next week, same time, 10 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time, Voyago Sites office hours. All right. Thank you. I'll stay warm. Have a great day. Bye.